Aries. Aries symbol. Venus heads into your solar 9th house today, dear Aries, and until November 5th, you'll be opening your eyes to new and exciting people or pastimes and projects. Still, it's also a good time to stoke the fires of an ongoing relationship with different activities or areas of focus. There can be excitement, motivation, and possibly even love connected to learning or online activities. It's a cycle for expressing your affections confidently and optimistically. You might spend more of your leisure time learning and sharing ideas. Your sense of the bigger picture helps you thrive, and you have the feeling that you're making your luck and creating your success. Today, the Sun and Mars head toward alignment in your relationship sector. This influence can be about you getting the courage to make changes or take action in a partnership. Conflicts are possible, particularly if you don't know where to direct excess energy. On the other hand, pairing up to get something done can come naturally and can be very stimulating. However this combination plays out, it's likely to be an animated day in which impulses rule over the head. Follow your instincts to a certain point, but avoid throwing all caution to the wind. Taurus. Taurus symbol. Venus moves into your solar 8th house today, dear Taurus, and until November 5th, you're in a terrific position to manage your emotions and personal life. A rational, light approach to heavier topics can help you make sense of your feelings and reach agreements with others. A relationship might get a boost from confidential or intimate clarifications. In the weeks ahead, you're in a good position to observe and process your feelings. With money and love, you're more strategic and observant than spontaneous. This period is one of the better ones for attracting the support you need or for special enjoyment of your intimate life, whether with others or in your relationship with yourself. You can get the chance to uncomplicate or sort through emotional issues, financial problems, and struggles that arise from complicated power dynamics. Today, the Sun and Mars head toward alignment, and this dynamic combination brings high energy and excitement to the sector of your chart that rules health, routines, and work. A strong desire to start or step up a fitness or health program, ambition and enthusiasm about your job or services, or an impulse to get organized and in better shape can be in focus. Being active or taking on an active role makes sense. Otherwise, excess energy can lead to impatience or brusqueness with others and unnecessary stress. You'll want to take the lead now, which may be at the root of frustration. Channel all of this dynamic energy into beneficial pursuits. Gemini. Gemini symbol. With Venus heading into your partnership sector, dear Gemini, your enjoyment of others and your social life get a boost in the weeks ahead. There can be opportunities to improve one-to-one relationships, and you're in great shape for negotiations, counsel, and agreements until November 5th. You tend to see the more flattering side of a partner or others, in general. It can also be a period when you seek to correct imbalances in your life, and you might acquire more beautiful possessions. Harmony is a priority in the weeks ahead. You're gracious and willing to compromise, appreciating companionship more than usual. Today, a Sun-Mars influence points to building excitement as the day advances. You can feel rather excited or restless. Fifth house matters are potential areas for stimulation, energy, impatience, or thrills, and these include romance, relationships with children, recreation, sports, creativity, and self-expression. The desire to have more fun is strong these days, but is especially insistent today. It can be a highly charged and animated time. Ideally, you can rise above the impulsiveness or rashness of this combination and instead tap into its bravery and confidence. Don't let unrest blur your authentic desires. Cancer. Cancer symbol: you might get the chance to balance out and enjoy your daily routines with Venus beginning its transit of your solar 6th house, dear Cancer. This cycle, lasting until November 5th, is strong for bringing harmony to your everyday life, including your working environment. There may be social opportunities emerging through your work, daily routines, or pursuit of health goals. The weeks ahead can be rewarding for taking more pleasure in organizing, list making, domestic activities, paying attention to food and nutrition, helping, being of service, and working. Relationships benefit from attention to detail and the practical side of things. Today, an energetic Sun-Mars alignment coming into influence can be intense. If you find the right channels to express it, a more courageous and bold approach to your life opens up doors. Watch out for ego conflicts and impatience, however. Being direct is useful, but sometimes, too much is too much. Aim to pour extra energy into a household project or invigorating activity with family for best results. Being active and productive is the most satisfying use of today's energies. Leo. Venus heads into a harmonious, supportive relationship with your sign today until November 5th, dear Leo. This transit brings lightness, warmth, and grace into your life, and it's particularly good for your powers of attraction. You seek more pleasure from life during this cycle. Creativity, romance, children, entertainment, and other channels through which you express your need for play and reinforcement can be in pleasant focus. Today, the Sun and Mars head toward alignment, and this combination is fiery. Occurring in a very active area of your solar chart, your communications sector, and you can feel strong motivation and desire for action with learning, sharing, and connecting. You should probably watch for impatience and speaking before thinking. Excess energy might go into pet projects, courageous moves, making contact, or following through on a missed connection. Virgo. Venus begins its transit of your solar 4th house today, dear Virgo, bringing a stronger desire, and potential, for harmony on the home front or in your personal life. You get a boost to your sense of self and inner store of courage or sense of abundance in the weeks ahead, until November 5th. You can be protective of the people you care about, and of your feelings. It's a time when you're careful with your heart, a little more cautious in love, and conservative with your money. Still, relationships with very close loved ones, family, or roomies stand to improve. You might enjoy quieter activities, cooking, decorating, and improving the home atmosphere. Today, the Sun heads toward an alignment with impulsive Mars. You can accomplish a lot by tapping into the bravery, courage, initiative, and enthusiasm of this combination, particularly related to your income, business matters, and talents or other resources and assets. Be self-aware, and aim to downplay or sidestep the more egocentric, impatient, and rash side of this combo. Impulsive spending is a potential problem, for example. You may very well need to take a risk, but the more aware of your needs that you are, the better judge you are of your next move. Very much like driving a car, you need to scan what's behind, beside, and ahead of you to make the right decisions when the need to do so comes on suddenly. Defend yourself if necessary, but don't lash out unnecessarily. Libra. Venus begins its transit of your communications sector today, dear Libra. Until November 5th, your need to share your thoughts and feelings increases. There are benefits from your studies, mental interests, and communications. You're also more thoroughly enjoying these things. You might get happy news, or you could receive positive publicity. Harmonizing with siblings, acquaintances, classmates, or even neighbors comes more easily. Your mindset is positive, helping you across the board. Venus brings more pleasure, charm, and warmth to your communications and daily affairs. It refines, improves, and enhances your abilities to socialize, learn, and connect. Mental compatibility is of particular importance in love relationships in the weeks ahead. Today, the Sun and Mars head toward alignment in your sign. This combustible energy follows a new moon in Libra, giving it a little more power. It points to increased courage and energy, or, if you're not careful, childishness or impatience. It's best to be as self-aware as possible to benefit from this transit. Observe what's happening around you and what you feel so that if you need to make quick decisions, you'll be in the right headspace. It won't hurt to tone things down if you're feeling hot and bothered. Confidence is attractive, impatience leads to poor choices. Scorpio. Venus begins its transit of your sector of resources and values today, dear Scorpio. Until November 5th, Venus here boosts your confidence in your talents, resources, and abilities, as well as your capacity to attract the right resources into your life. Your search for security and comfort strongly influences your tastes, style, and affections. You're enjoying those things you already have, and you're inclined to make the most of your current circumstances. Building and collecting are most appealing to you. Today, the Sun and Mars head towards alignment in the sector of your solar chart that rules secrets, privacy, service, charity, self-undoing or self-sabotage, anonymity, and endings. Feelings about the past or a private matter have been complicated. Now, you can have a sudden desire to put a problem behind you, rid yourself of a burden, or bring an end to a situation that's been dragging you down. You're courageous, in charge, and taking care of yourself and your needs. Watch for acting too quickly on a matter or for chasing a desire that is not an accurate reflection of your wants. Anger that you've buried or hidden can now emerge, and you feel strongly about doing something about it. Sagittarius. Venus heads into your sign today, dear Sagittarius, and you'll host this pleasant planet until November 5th. With this transit, you're becoming more expressive and sure of your affections. People appreciate your style and the personality traits that come most naturally to you. Your demeanor is calmer, more harmonious, and attractive. You are giving out good vibes and receiving them in turn. It's likely that you gain more clarity about your feelings and affections or relationship situation. In the weeks ahead, you radiate good energy and tend to attract positive attention and feedback as a result. It's also a great few weeks for friendships and popularity. You're building up self-acceptance and feeling more comfortable in your own skin. Today, the Sun and Mars head toward alignment, exciting your senses as the day progresses. This energy can come on quickly and demand a fast answer, so being self-aware helps you make better decisions in the excitement of the moment. Your social life is likely to be very animated. This energy is enthusiastic but possibly tense or impatient. This combo demands activity and movement as well as a say about how to achieve your goals. Capricorn. Venus begins its transit of your solar 12th house today, dear Capricorn, and will influence this area of your solar chart until November 5th. You might yearn for more meaning in your love life if it's missing, or you could be uncertain about your feelings just for the time being. Looking back before you move forward makes the most sense and is a good use of this cycle. It might be a quiet or private period for love relationships, and it could also be a time when you take particular pleasure in your private life. Digesting recent experiences can be a rewarding process. Time spent in relative solitude can be valuable. You're more in touch with your compassion, which can draw you to people who need help. Benefits can come through behind-the-scenes efforts. Today, an impending Sun-Mars alignment serves to rev you up. You're ambitious and in an excellent position to take charge of your life now. You want to stay on top of matters and reach for something better. You can feel a real surge of desire to take action. However, be careful that you don't push things too quickly. Your performance is in the spotlight, and you're making a huge impact. Activity increases involving career, reputation, or relationships with parents and authority figures. You have a desire to do things your way, or you're showing a more confident, braver, and bolder image to others. Aquarius. Venus moves into harmony with your sign today, dear Aquarius, and this cycle will continue until November 5th. It puts you in a good position to connect with like-minded people. Friends can bring more pleasure into your life, perhaps because they're more receptive or available. On another level, you can find more enjoyment in coming up with new plans, ideas, and goals for more fulfilling, happy activities. It's a good time to network, experiment, and explore. You're bound to learn more about your tastes and needs. You have a healthier relationship with your need for pleasure, joy, and friendship in the weeks ahead. Today, we're heading to a Sun-Mars alignment in your sector of learning, expansion, and beliefs, an area of your solar chart that's holding most of the activity these days. You may feel a strong desire to stand up for your ideas or to state your case. You might crave more action, life experience, or a change of pace. You can get the courage to pursue a long-coveted goal. Watch for seeking instant gratification can distract you from genuine desires and needs. Also, watch for attempting to win at all costs. Pisces. Venus begins its transit of your solar 10th house of career and reputation today, dear Pisces. This cycle, lasting until November 5th, gives you a chance to find more pleasure in your work or responsibilities. You're in a great place to refine or realign your goals, and you might soften or enhance your reputation. There is a general sense of harmony and cooperation around you that allows you to, at the very least, work in peace. Social opportunities can arise through professional dealings or business in the weeks ahead. Otherwise, this can be a period when you project a warmer image or more appealing energy to the world. The feedback is generally positive, and you're attracting situations that become you. Today, the Sun and Mars head towards an alignment in your intimacy sector, stirring up desires from deep within. When these two bodies join forces, they stimulate courage and impulse but sometimes rashness as well, so aim to be mindful of what you're pursuing. In other words, seek to know what you truly want before gunning for something. The desire to feel more in control of your life or empowered can take hold, and the courage to make changes or take action towards these ends can take hold now. You're seeking emotional and physical stimulation, and it makes sense to listen to your desires but choose wisely when it comes to putting them into action.